was born on a military base, Scott Air Force Base in Illinois, in 1948.
And what brought each of your families to Arizona originally?
Well, my father was a native, and my mother came when she was 5. And there's a fun story about how they got here because they were in Texas. And she was born in Corsicana, Texas. And now we know that my grandfather had to move because he had mouthed off to some white man, and his family got him out of town right away because that was like an invitation for a lynching. And so he was on the train going to California. That's where my grandmother thought they were going to move. And those days, you could get off the train because the train had to refuel and all of that stuff, and that might take an hour, hour and a half. And of course, the train was near the tracks, which was on the tracks and which was near the black community, a part of the black community, because we were kind of spread out in a variety of areas. And so my grandfather, who had gone to Tuskegee, which is now a university, but Tuskegee Institute, was a trained blacksmith. So he got off the train, he walked around, he looked around, and then he sent my grandmother a telegram and said, hey, you know, we stopped in Arizona, right here, in Phoenix, and I kind of like this, so we're gonna be here.
Oh.
Oh, she hadn't been with him.
No, because he went to scout first to see what it was like, and had no intention of stopping off in Phoenix, but that was just happenstance that it happened because, you know, that's the train had to stop. And so that's how the family ended up in Phoenix, Arizona.